little bit of a problem, right? I see Baba Bohai isn't even here yet.
Really?
Yeah, I think the snow affected Baba Bohai.
Baba Booey.
And I guess everybody stayed up and watched the Michael Jackson interview. I say stayed up because we go to bed at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey now.
So we can be here for you. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But did you watch the show, Robin?
Oh, who could not watch?
Great show, huh?
I even had to watch the show after.
Did you stay up?
I couldn't sleep. That was so disturbing.
Let me ask you something. Not that we'll ever know, but didn't you get the feeling that he might not even be, doing sexual stuff to these kids?
Right.
That I kind of feel like he's just in Arrested Development. He's like just a permanent 4-year-old.
I don't know that it's Arrested Development.
What is
it? He could be right in that asexual area where he just doesn't have sexual feelings.
Yeah.
And I pray that that's what's going on.
Yeah, me too. You're not sure.
For kids' sake. You don't know for sure, but he certainly has. He says everything a pedophile says.
He fits the profile of a pedophile.
Completely.
Yeah. But you don't know if he's just a complete whack job.
I know he's a complete whack job. But I don't know how far he goes with the kids sexually.
Yeah.
But sitting there holding hands with a 12-year-old boy is not one way to convince me things are okay.
Yeah, and you know what? Even if you're a 4-year-old, you don't walk around holding a little boy's hand.
See, I think in some way those kids are in danger. I don't know if it's sexual, but...
Oh, they're definitely in danger.
His kids are in danger, for sure. I mean...
Did you see him trying to feed that baby?
Oh. Yeah, and the kids with the mask, I mean... I was reading an interview with Raoul Felder. He said that if you're protecting the kids from kidnappings, which is what he claims, he says you're actually creating a bigger target. You're going, hey, over there, get those kids with the masks.
Right. Yeah, you know who Michael's kids are. They're wearing masks.
And by the way, do you have any feeling that he is the father of any of those 3 children? No. Did you see how blonde and white that one kid? There's no black in those kids.
Claiming that his DNA went into every one of them.
I don't believe it.
Not a chance.
I don't think any one of those kids are his.
Not a chance.
Right.
I don't think he even masturbates. He wouldn't be able to get any DNA to put in those kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he wants his own kids living with him.
I mean, look at his face. He doesn't want to look like a Jackson. Why would he want kids that look like a Jackson?
I think Macaulay Culkin is the father. Well, if he is a pedophile, okay, now let's go the pedophile route.
All right.
You definitely want your own supply of kids, and you don't want them to be your own. So you have 2 people make kids for you, and then you have your own supply of 3 kids.
That doesn't follow. The pedophiles don't care where the kids come from.
They do their own kids?
Oh, what was my father?
Your father was in love.
Oh.
Your father.
That was different.
You were a woman at 11.
But don't you think
in your father's eyes?
A pedophile would prefer them not to be his own
No,
kids,
they don't prefer anything. They're sick bastards. They just like kids. They don't see them as other or mine or any of that stuff. Yeah.
Well, all I know is those kids can't be his because the kids are so blonde and so white. He is a black man underneath all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
at one time he had dark skin and a flat nose.
Somebody asked me why his nails were so weird. I said because he's a black guy and underneath the nails they can't bleach his pigment, right? So I think
his hands look very strange, actually.
Yeah, they're real big.
Yeah.
I remember I told you that when I met with him.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what is that?
You know what it is? He's a very tall guy and you don't expect it. For some reason, I thought he was like slight. He's not. He's a big guy.
Once I saw him on an award show, and Eddie Murphy was giving him an award. He dwarfed Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, whoa, Michael's huge.
I mean, he was almost about as tall as me. I would guess he's 6'2".
Yeah, he's very tall and broad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's a broad.
He I don't know what he is. But
he does look like a broad. I mean, he really does. And
does everything like a chick. I mean, the talk, the walk.
Now, when he says he only
really interesting when they would ask him about sexual things, how he'd recoil and he'd start putting his hand over his mouth.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm like, oh my goodness, what a mess this man is.
Yeah. Well, Tiny Tim was kind of like that too about sex.
Yeah, and I wouldn't let Tiny Tim have kids.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird too. Like when he went on the shopping spree.
Yeah.
I think he should be arrested for his taste in pottery, whatever the hell it is.
Lord, that was awful.
Like all gaudy crap, like Elvis.
Yeah, where's he going to... I mean, 10 million earns? Who needs them?
I have room in my other house.
I have room everywhere. I just move a couple of kids out of the way. That's why I stuffed the children.
How creepy were those mannequins? See, I always thought he kept clothing store mannequins in his room.
No,
he has like
those are like expensive, like
Yeah, they're like statues, artist statues.
like perfect people, like mannequins of people who don't talk and give you their needs.
Yeah, they have they have expressions on their face. They look like they're about to say something.
Looks like
Only they don't.
I think he froze some actual people.
Yeah, it's a house of horrors.
Yeah,
is
it's
what it is.
That's William Frawley.
Did look like William Frawley.
big ears and nose.
Fred.
Hey, that's Fred Mertz.
Fred Nessel.
I live in the freezer.
I live with Fred Mertz and Ethel, just like Ricky and Lucy.
What happened, Baba Booey? You took the train?
No.
Bad driving?
A lot of accidents.
There's not one road plowed from here to Connecticut.
Really?
Why is that?
I don't know, because you know what?
Did it start snowing late night?
Early
last
this
night?
morning.
Oh, early this morning.
Yeah.
That's why.
But there were salt trucks out where I was.
But Baba Booey is, they don't have that. They have coyotes.
No, even
The boondocks.
Boondocks.
even the road just to get from the West Side Highway to here is not plowed. But that Howard, man, that special last night was just the freak show of the highest order. Even all the stuff you're talking about is abnormal, but even the fact that the guy's got, a kids' amusement park on his property that he just uses for his own self once in a while. Like, he goes out and rides the Ferris wheel by himself.
Who does that? Who has a Ferris wheel in their backyard
And that
anyway?
shopping spree was amazing.
Amazing. But you know who I want to have arrested? Michael Bashir. He looks like a terrorist to me. And I don't trust that guy's accent. I've never seen a guy who looks like that with that kind of accent.
You know what's so funny?
Stop it.
I don't know. What's he up to?
Go
There's
to
a lot
England.
of
You
them.
see that all
Looks like an
the
Al-Qaeda.
time.
You said yesterday that, I guess because you hadn't seen it, but you'd read about the special, that, he's unobtrusive, a fly on the wall. That guy's no fly on the wall.
No.
He's so obtrusive.
By the way, he's good.
Oh, my God,
I
he's
loved him.
relentless. Come on, Michael, dance. Come on, do it now.
Michael, get up and dance.
He was almost Joe Jackson there for a little while.
I'll beat you with my belt.
I've got a belt.
He browbeat him at every turn. And Michael's so stupid, he does whatever the guy says.
And then when he finally sat him down for that final interview, boy, did he lower the boom.
Wow.
I didn't even watch Friends. That's how important the
good
show
it
was.
Yeah.
An hour Friends.
Oh, was it an hour?
I don't know. That's what it said. Supersize.
They're supersizing again? You can't supersize against Michael Jackson.
I tuned back and forth for a while. John Lovitz was on, and John's not a real great-looking guy, but if you go back and forth between Michael Jackson and John Lovitz turns into Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
It's a good night for John Lovitz.
Starts to meld into something a little nicer
Yeah,
looking.
he looks better.
You know who my favorite guy was in the whole special last night after Michael Jackson to watch? How funny was it to watch the manager of the store where Michael was shopping?
Yeah.
That guy was just sweating because, the guy's made $1 million in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to blow it.
Yeah, and he
Sorry,
gets-
I can't disclose.
But he was standing there trying to act like what Michael was doing was very normal, when
Yeah.
he knew it wasn't.
Yeah, but you know what? You got a guy spending $1 million. You just keep your mouth shut. That's what I would do.
Smart. He played it right.
You're
Dummy
damn
up.
right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you love to get a...
Would you pay 10 cents for any of that junk?
Howard, it was like, first of all, it's so overpriced in that mall
Right.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's junk. And even the guy says to me, he goes, you're decorating your house like you're some sort of a pharaoh.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Michael's like, well, yeah.
It's my taste.
When they put like an $89,000 price tag on that stuff, it's because the hotel wants to make it seem opulent. It's not even, no normal people buy that crap.
Look, one of those urns was $250,000.
Right. And then when the guy turns around to the camera, the manager goes, Michael really knows his art.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Michael to buy the picture of the dogs playing poker.
Right.
Well, you know what was funny? Because he's like, I got a bigger than life statue of Apollo.
Apollo bathing someone.
Like, you're supposed to be jealous. He got that.
How do you believe anything he says after he says he only had plastic surgery twice? I mean,
I was going to ask you about that. So that's impossible, right?
Absolutely.
Impossible.
Yeah.
And it's also impossible, I don't care what anybody says, that his face turned white gradually from the vitiligo or whatever he calls it.
I've seen guys with vitiligo. It's spots. It's not.
Absolutely.
It's
You never go
right.
completely white right away.
It's uniformly white over a period of time.
Right.
It's very gradual. That's not how it works.
Right.
I like when he walks around with an umbrella.
And you notice that Michael got lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. When you lose pigment, it's gone. You don't just gradually lose it. When it disappears from a spot, it just goes.
You know, it looked like, my wife said that his nose looked like, you ever see a guy who had frostbite on his nose and had
Right, and they'd lose the tip.
It was just so...
Yeah, that's bad. Because he looked okay, like, on his second album, you know what I mean? His solo album.
Right
Like,
up to Off the Wall.
yeah, he had a little nose job. They thinned it out a little. Okay.
And it was a nice nose
Not bad. You know, a little odd for a black guy to have a nose like that.
It was a man's nose.
Yeah.
But also, he was substantially lighter by that album than he was as a little boy, or even as a teenager.
Yeah, but how about his lips? They completely different.
Maybe his lips look weird also because he's whitened his skin so much.
No, but those lips are flat.
Right.
He's had them cut down.
He's got some sort of cheek implants. We agree?
Yeah.
Way up top.
Yeah.
They just
But you know what else he also... It seems that he has tattooed color on his cheeks.
Yes.
And his eyelids, you know, like he's got eyeliner, permanent eyeliner on.
What do you think's going on in his body? You think it's all bleached?
Yeah, I think he'll never get naked for a girl anyway because he's afraid that.
No, that's definite. He ain't getting naked for a girl.
Unless he wants to scare them to death.
I don't think he's getting naked even for kids.
Do you think he's ever had sex? Ever had hetero sex?
No.
I don't think
No.
so.
No.
The way he described his encounter with Tatum O'Neal.
He said he likes... He did, when the guy goes, I love water balloon fighting, and the guy goes, well, what about sex? And he looked at him like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like he was from another planet.
How could you possibly like sex over water balloons?
I know, it's like talking to a 9-year-old. Don't be gross!
Yeah.
He reminded me of Willy Wonka, like holding the umbrella and walking through the amusement park.
Remind me of Edward Scissorhands.
And, you know, he's supposed to be protecting himself from the sun, and then the guy says, well, go ride the Ferris wheel. Okay, he throws the umbrella away, doesn't need protection from the sun.
And, even climbing that tree and sitting in that tree was just...
The trip to the zoo is the best.
Oh, with the poor kids almost trampled.
Yeah, I wanted them to get trampled. I wanted him to get trampled. I wanted everyone in the entourage to get trampled.
But you're so right.
Be done with all this.
But the most frightening thing was watching him handle that baby.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Was he trying to feed the baby through the cloth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a veil over my head like that. I think I need it.
Don't take the veil. Don't take the veil.
I mean, I couldn't see all the kids, but you're so right. There's no way that blonde kid belongs to him in any... It's impossible.
No way.
And then he swears that the mother of the last kid was black. Give me a break.
Because, Howard, even if he did all that stuff to himself, he still has the genes of a black man.
Right.
And there's no hint of a black person in the kid at all.
There's no blackness in any of those children.
I've never seen a black man produce a blonde-haired child.
Right.
Well, if the mother was black, you certainly don't get a white child either.
No, unless you're on the Cosby Show.
Well, Howard, in the last interview, they said 80% they weren't allowed to air because Michael wouldn't let them. Even the last one when the guy's interrogating him, like
about the child abuse charges.
Yeah, they said that he started crying.
Right, he fell apart.
I hope that comes up on the internet somewhere because it's going to be crazy.
Even the crying about when his father was hitting him with the belt. He's like, why do you do this to me? It was just.
You know what was really funny when he said, I would regurgitate.
Yeah, that's the, I would.
It's like the fly.
I vomit on my father's hands and burn them. I think it's funny that he thinks he somehow cured that kid's cancer. You could see the look on his face, like, you see, he slept at Neverland. And
there, you see.
He goes, the doctors, you see, you can't believe in the medical medicine because
doctors don't know.
It's the power of penis.
But I mean, Tinkerbell can cure you. He thinks he's Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
And how many double negatives? This is one of the richest kids ever in the world. He never got any schooling at all.
Well, no, he was on stage.
Yeah, when he couldn't use the F word, we had to spell it.
Yeah. How come they could do that? Or how come we can't
I was
spell
going
it?
to ask you, can you spell out those words? Because we can start spelling.
For some reason, in documentaries you can curse, and it's acceptable. The FCC doesn't mind. We have to bleep every friggin' word, including a-hole.
Yeah. But it was also weird for him, to watch him going to Germany and places like that so he can generate crowds of people who are still crazy about him. And then he just gets all giddy and crazy about it.
Yeah, and I get a feeling he ignores the crowds unless he has a camera on him.
Absolutely. Michael Jackson walks through life with a mask on and keeps people away from... All of a sudden, he's hugging people. He's shaking hands.
Throwing pillows out a window.
He's doing it for the camera.
Absolutely. That's because the cameras are there.
But that guy made a good point. Why did Michael Jackson go an hour away from his big, gigantic house to go get 7 rooms in a hotel to stay in the rooms 24/7? He hardly went out.
Right.
And he said he had the whole floor. And Michael's riding mopeds down the corridor.
So what do you think it is? He just wanted to get some good footage for the documentary?
I think he really does that stuff, but he doesn't have any friends and he has no place to go.
Did you notice everything was late? Everything that he did with the pinball machines, the little go-kart was all late at night when there's nothing to do.
When it's quiet.
But he has
when there's no detectives.
There's never anything to do for him. There's no one to hang out with. There is no.
Well, they're saying in the paper today now they want to investigate him and all this kind of stuff. And
Oh, God, I think they...
But the DA said, I can't investigate someone for sleeping in a bedroom with some kids. I mean, as bizarre as it may be, we don't know that he's having sex with them.
Right. Didn't you think it was odd that the kid sleeps in his bedroom, but the parents got to sleep outside the compound?
But that was what we learned even when the case 10 years ago came up, that the parents are always shuttled off somewhere to the far reaches of the compound while the kids stay with him.
See, those parents should never been allowed to sue Michael Jackson, because if you see an adult male sleeping with your kid and he tells you to go sleep in a compound somewhere and you go along with it, you should be sued.
Absolutely. But you notice that Michael Jackson has now curtailed his activities to poor children.
Yes.
Because the rich kids got him into trouble.
The poor kids are a lot better about it.
You just bring in some underprivileged kids; they're happy for anything.
See, I don't think he's into underprivileged black kids. I think he's into white kids
or semi-white. You know, if he can get them, light cafe au lait, he'll take them.
Some guy on the phone had a good point. He said that if Michael could spend $6 million on all this junk that he was going to buy, how come he can't spend it on closing that zoo so he could take the kids there?
No, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
He's got his own zoo. What's he going to another zoo for?
I'd just like to see the gorillas.
Some scene.
Another thing you ought to think about, he's got a fully operating amusement park, and he's inviting children in who inspects those machines.
I don't know.
Great Adventure can't do that. They have to make sure their machines are safe, and they have to be insured.
You know what I think it is? He's got a lot of crummy rides. Quite frankly, I was evaluating.
Doesn't matter. Even those rides can break down and hurt you.
Well, he doesn't even have a tilt-a-whirl.
He's getting a roller coaster.
Is he?
But think about it. Think about this for a second. Okay, guy's not Michael.
Evaluating that amusement park, I think it's time for an update.
Really?
But, okay.
Well, he
little
only
upgrade.
wants little children rides, though. You forget.
Yeah.
I got a guy, not Michael Jackson, right? He's got a zoo on his premises. He's got an amusement park. He invites kids to sleep over his house once in a while. Why is he not under arrest? It's not Michael Jackson.
Because you got to file a complaint saying he did something wrong.
You've got to have proof that he used these things to lure children into
the guy in your neighborhood
illegal activity.
The guy in your neighborhood who's got he's got all the games and he invites all the kids over and he mentors them. You can't go after him until he does something.
But you're watching him like crazy.
Yeah, well, we're all watching.
Most people apparently they just let their kids go.
I'm watching him. I'm watching him.
Do you think that he's doing anything to the kids?
No.
I'm with you.
I don't think so. I think this guy is so freaky that...
I don't know, man.
I mean, who knows? It certainly, like Robin said, it fits the profile of a pedophile. He's doing everything a pedophile does.
He gets you thinking he's a kid, too.
Right. But he could be...
He tells you everything is out of love, and it's the kid's idea for all of this to happen, you know? A pedophile will tell you, no, the child wanted it.
Right.
So Michael says, no, they want to stay with me. They want to sleep in my bed. I don't ask them to do anything.
No.
But a lot of pedophiles are poor. He's living the dream life of a pedophile.
That's right. He's a billionaire
build an
pedophile.
amusement park.
Yeah, he's got the perfect... Like, pedophiles have to just get video games.
Right. Some pedophiles can only afford the Xbox.
Joe, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Do you have any? Do you think that maybe, possibly, it might have been intentionally even produced by Michael? Because I used to think that he was a big ass, and I kind of feel real bad for him this morning.
Yeah, the first hour of the show, you kind of feel bad for the dude, and you're kind of thinking, he's not so bad, and then all of a sudden everything gets weirder, and then you're all creeped out. It's just creepy, and you know what?
It is creepy.
It's just creepy. He's creepy.
Howard, one more question. When you
and you got to stop blaming all that stuff on your childhood. Yeah, it all stems.
Over. His father's not there
right.
anymore.
Get some help. Take all that money, junk all the amusement park rides, and go into therapy 24/7.
Right.
Howard, when you interviewed him, did he portray himself any way like he did on that documentary at all?
It was weirder. When I had my private meeting with him, and I tried to capture how weird it was in my book, Miss America, the second, the second book I wrote. That meeting with him, I tried to capture how weird it was, but he basically just sat there and stared, not even at me, and didn't say much, and then you try to engage him in conversation, he never talked.
Yeah, he was awfully verbose last night for Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he was just weird. And he just sat there and he let everyone else talk. And they had these bizarre ideas about what I was going to do. And I was going to get my fans to run through the streets and cheer for Michael and support him against child abuse allegations. And then he was going to magically appear after 2 weeks of me rallying my audience. And it was crazy. It was a crazy idea. And I just turned to him and I said, you know what, why don't you let me just interview you live on television? During the Super Bowl, halftime.
Last thing, Bubba Booey is correct. There's no possible way that blonde, I think it's the boy, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah. That's what I said when I walked in. There's no way.
has blue eyes.
That's what he said.
Sure, right.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. John, you're on the air.
Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm like Michael Jackson with young kids. You put a young, hot piece of ass in front of me, I calm right down.
Oh, he's banging that blonde little kid so hard like Macaulay Culkin, you don't even know.
Wow.
There you go. There's a guy who knows something.
No, but that E! show last night, a better show than that Michael Jackson crap, the FMEs.
Oh, good.
Right.
Yeah,
they were really cool, man.
Wasn't that funny?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I tried to get everyone to watch it. Part 2 tonight, but I like when I'm doing the animated monologue.
Oh, yeah, the cartoons kick ass.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I saw the animation yesterday. It's really funny.
Yeah, I thought you looked hot as a cartoon, Robin.
They did a good job on me. I appreciated that. Very flattered.
Very bodacious.
Yeah.
Oh, my, good gracious. So bodacious. It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes. Love that song.
So, where did he get that little blonde kid? I wanted to pick one up.
The little blonde kid is, I know he didn't bang anyone. I think he just hired someone to bang
I
him.
think he goes out to Russia and adopts those things. I heard you could pick one up out there for a few mil.
I don't know, but I was tuning back and forth between Michael Jackson and John Lovitz on Friends, and I tell you, John Lovitz looked like Brad Pitt.
He got better and better looking.
As you tune back and forth. And he named his ranch the Never Touched a Woman Land Ranch. Well, either he's a great actor or he really doesn't understand that he's nuts. I mean, he's not living in Neverland. He's living in Denial Land. And I don't think he's banging these young kids, but I have no evidence that he isn't either, because he fits the profile of a pedophile. And you don't see any amusement park. I heard young MC works at the amusement park.
Is that right?
Yeah, he takes care of all the rides. That's his job now. He takes care of all the rides.
I wondered who was doing that.
Yeah. Sometimes young MC has to dress up as his father, Joe Jackson, and Michael Jackson rides over him in the roller coaster.
In a go-kart.
In a go-kart. By the way, tell me those go-karts didn't look like fun.
Oh, my goodness. I would love to have that track.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean,
that was great.
As bizarre as it is to have an amusement park next to you, I would take those little go-karts.
Those little race cars were cool.
All right, come on. We could get sucked in. All right, you can sleep with my kids.
Let
me play with the go-karts.
All
right.
The car.
Do I have unlimited access to the chef?
If you're a 10-year-old kid, you might be willing to take the bang.
Yeah, let me have King Tut's coffin. And I'll let you hang out with my kids. You get the feeling, though, he's not even into little girls. He just wants little boys.
Right. The little girls sleep at the foot of the bed.
See, that's the other disturbing thing. You see, as much as I'm willing to buy in that he doesn't diddle these kids, but I just don't know what really is going on there.
See, I'm not completely even buying that. When I think about how he's softening them up to accept almost everything he does as normal, it just seems weird to me.
Then he has, like, for those of you who didn't see it, he has slides all over Neverland Ranch, but the slides all end up in his bedroom. You get on them.
All roads lead to Michael's bedroom.
No matter what slide you go on, you end up with Michael Jackson. And, you know what? He reminded me of a combination of, like, Hugh Hefner and Mr. Rogers. Except he's whiter than Mr. Rogers.
You know, to me, it was a Hugh Hefner and a Catholic priest.
Yeah. When you're rich, you can have anything you want, though. I mean, I think he has a talking dog there that he only paid $10 trillion for.
A real talking dog.
Yeah. But his whole estate reminds me of the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
He expected half people, half animals walking
like
out.
Weird, gone wrong experiments.
Yeah. And then when he goes out, a dozen bodyguards and nurses and business people surround Michael Jackson wherever he goes. And when he goes on those shopping sprees, he just points at stuff and buys it. It's just an amazing life, and you can't imagine what goes on, and you think everything could be perfect when you have all that money, but he's got all these demons inside.
Absolutely. He's not been left alone one day in his life, I don't think.
He just points at one point he pointed at a maid in the hotel. I think he bought her.
Can't you buy people?
They wrapped her up and put him in his house.
You can buy maids, that's it.
And his face really at this point does not look human. You see some amazing close-ups. And I wonder, I started thinking if he uses shaving cream on that beard of his, the skin is so white, how does he tell where the shaving cream ends? And I'm blacker than Michael Jackson.
Everybody is at this point. He's left the whole race behind of humans.
Michael Jackson said last night, everybody in Hollywood gets plastic surgery. But most of them stop while they still look human, except for Joan Rivers. But I've never seen plastic surgery like that, like they did to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to not have a nose at all? That's what Michael did to himself. He's kept reducing his nose until he doesn't have one.
I don't know who did the work, but whoever he did, he's right below the guy who did Robert Blake's work.
That's Dr. Moreau.
That's Dr. Moreau. I don't think Michael Jackson had plastic surgery. I think he has monster makeup on. I think he went to one of those special effects guys.
Takes him 6 hours to become Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think he was lying when he said he only had 2 nose jobs. The rest is Monty. He has Rick Baker come in and do monster makeup.
And he spends all day in that chair.
Yeah, like they did on the Thriller video.
It's like when Rebecca Romaine Stamos becomes that scale woman in the X-Men.
She has to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, by the way, I did speak to John Stamos. Remember I read on the air yesterday that blind item about how they were breaking up?
Yes.
And he said, thank you for sticking up for us. He says, as a matter of fact, we're leaving for Mexico to go bang. So I don't know what that report is. That
you also get quickie divorces in Mexico.
There you go. I didn't think of that.
I think they're just fine.
Here's the weird thing. Michael Jackson will spend $6 million on vases in Vegas, but it looks like he spent $6 on his plastic surgery. And he probably has a slew of advisors that he pays a fortune to. And how did they let him do this interview with this Michael Bashir dude?
I don't think he really believes anybody knows anything more than he does.
Right. He's the expert.
Right. Did you hear his statement? He issued a statement after it was shown in England and on ABC, and he said, I felt more betrayed than I ever have. Michael Bashir led me to believe he was my friend and I could trust him.
P.S. I am Peter Pan. I got news for you, Michael. Even Peter Pan had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Her name was Wendy, and she was a piece of cartoon ass.
Yep.
But he's got to remember that. Very important.
And this guy never, the one thing he really didn't get into, he never talked about the Lisa Marie marriage. He never talked about any of those so-called relationships.
Well, supposedly they banned 80% of what he was interviewed about. Michael Jackson, No, that was the only way they took stuff out was the legal stuff he really couldn't reveal because of that settlement with that kid. That's all they took out. Oh, okay.
Guy didn't ask about.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Imagine I was thinking about when he's in Vegas, he rides around in that car to his in the hallways of the hotel. Imagine you're loaded one night, and you're walking down the hall, and you see Michael Jackson on a golf cart.
You've had too much
You're like,
drink.
Oh, Christ, I quit.
It's the last time I'm mixing wine and beer.
I'm not that aware of Michael Jackson. I was not a big Michael Jackson guy, but when I see those pictures of his father, that dude does look scary. He's like with that old-fashioned pencil-thin mustache. Anytime I see one of those pencil-thin mustaches, I know something's up.
The guy's going to beat his kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what is he, from the 30s or something? He looks like he should be hanging around the Mystic Knights of the Sea Lodge. He's like, He looks like the gangster from the Cotton Club.
Yeah, he looks like a pimp.
Howard, he was at one of our shows in Vegas that I just did, Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Suppose he had something to do with the management of a girl group that was going on after us, and we were walking through where the seats are. He's startling. Like, you go, that could only be one guy.
His face is more startling than his son's.
I mean, in person,
He's
you're
scary.
going, Michael turned out pretty good, considering.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely bizarre. I mean, the pencil-thin mustache.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so what are you going to say? It was a weird night. Great television. I anticipate...
Show it again tonight.
Oh,
yeah, I'll watch it.
You'll make as good a number tonight as you did last night.
Yeah, I TiVoed it. It was great. It was really good. That guy, Michael Bashir, boy, Although, I tell you, when I see an Indian looking... What is he, an Indian?
Yeah.
Boy, when I hear that English accent with the Indian thing, it just doesn't... I can't believe it. It's almost as weird as seeing a black guy with an English accent.
I know, it freaks you out, but...
Freaked me out.
You ought to get out more.
Yeah, I know, but... Didn't he look like one of the Taliban, Michael Bashir?
Well, I don't think Indians are Taliban.
I don't know. They might be. I wouldn't let that guy in a plane.
They could do undercover work for the Taliban. But,
would you like to fly on my beautiful balloon?
Yes.
He looked like Muhammad Atta's backup. All right, you'll get the plane. I'll drive it into the World Trade Center, and then I'll interview Michael Jackson. Michael Bashir. Yeah, he's in my life.
Oh yeah, he just made the kind of deal when he spent that 8 months with Michael Jackson. His future is assured. Yeah. He is now the Michael Jackson authority.
Melrose, you're on the air. I'm gonna take a bunch of phone calls.
I have so much to tell you.
All right.
First of all, I went to see Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Last night.
Does he have a lot of people? Is it hard to get tickets?
It wasn't hard to get tickets. No. They were giving away on Hollywood Boulevard. The executive producer, I know him.
Yes.
And
He's a great guy.
when are you going to be on the show?
Yeah. He's a good guy. His name is
Dan Kellison.
Dan Kellison, right?
I met him at Crank Yankee with Jim Florentine.
Well, there's a big article in the paper how Jimmy can't get any guests to go on his show.
It sounds it the way you were describing his lineup the other night.
I read the article. I felt so bad I was going to go on the damn show.
I told you.
You got to go on, Howard. It's a great show. You got to go on.
All right, Melrose.
Howard, don't hang up. Howard, I have tape of Michael Jackson.
I know. We saw it.
No, there's more stuff. Howard, also, I saw Clinton last night.
All right. I got to go.
Howard, everybody told me my apartment's a mess.
All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
I love...
All right. I can't take him. I can only take him in a small dose.
I have tape of Michael Jackson. Yeah, everyone does this morning. Everyone with a VCR does, Melrose.
Yeah.
The only house more frightening than Michael Jackson's is Melrose.
Jimmy's show looks like he has to get our guests.
Yeah, he's resorting to whack pack kind of people.
Yeah. Well, according to this, NBC and CBS are leaving. They won't allow any of their guests on.
Yeah.
But, ABC's got Disney Pictures. I mean, they got enough people to load onto Jimmy's couch. How come they can't force people to go on there?
They're forcing the ABC TV people to do the show.
Yeah. Evidently, Bernie Mac canceled, and someone from Everybody Loves Raymond canceled, but they say here that Jimmy originally announced that we don't need A-list people. We don't need guests. So.
Well, there he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any. What?
Well, I just saw a Kimmel show last night for the first time, and I want to like it so bad, but...
Not for you?
Well, no, it's good. He's funny. It's just the pacing seems a little off, maybe because it's live.
It's live. It's new.
Yeah. But he did a bit on why he couldn't get good guests, and he was just screaming about how ABC, there's no synergy between them and Disney. I guess like Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson in that movie, it's just a Disney movie, but they're going on Leno and not his show.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, that's the point. If his own company isn't booking, they're not helping him.
Right. No one from ABC shows are going on his show.
Meanwhile, Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson got great reviews on that stupid Jackie Chan movie in the Post and the Daily. 3 stars. I'm like, isn't it the same movie over and over again, those Jackie Chan movies? I mean, I've never seen one that's different than the other.
Have we slipped into the bizarro world?
Yeah. Wait, I got all upset. Action here. 3 stars in the Daily News. Action Team sequel is alive and kicking.
Oh, no.
What a difference a good sidekick makes. I guess the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt didn't work out, but
she wasn't a good sidekick.
She wasn't a good sidekick, but they like it. And the Post too, 3 stars. But the one with Goldie Hawn's daughter got horrible reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it would help to read the script.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Jackie Chan, like getting great reviews. It freaks me because how could it be great? I mean, it's the same movie.
This is supposed to be about acting, right?
Yeah.
Is he acting? No, he's Jackie Chan.
He's Jackie Chan. He's a stuntman.
That can't be good.
I just feel sorry for Kate Hudson. I'd really like her to get a break in life.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
isn't it terrible?
Can't catch a break, that kid.
Can't they give her a good script? God knows Goldie can't find one. How's she going to find one?
Poor Matthew McConaughey. They just throw him every piece of dreck and say, you're going to star in it.
Well, he has such good chemistry with these women. I don't understand how it doesn't work. There's such sexual chemistry that I don't understand how these movies don't work with him.
You'd think it'd be in luck.
I can't keep myself away from a Matthew McConaughey movie.
It's gotten to the point now where I saw somebody spelling out his name phonetically so people would know how to pronounce it.
All right, listen, I got some email here for you, and I thought it was kind of funny. A lot of it was funny. Here's one about Artie's eating habits. I was listening to the show yesterday and heard you talking about how good apples are and how great the country is to have access to so many fruits and vegetables all year long. When all of a sudden that fat pig Artie blurts out, I like to put butter on apples. What the F is Artie's problem with just eating the apple plain? You know, the way nature intended it? I mean, if you want to put butter on toast, that's one thing, but on an apple? Are you kidding me? Why don't you pour some butter on a piece of turd and see how long it takes for that fat pig Artie to eat it. I mean, that's what he's turning that apple into anyway.
Yeah,
crap.
It's a piece of crap.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
All right.
I'll bring in a buttered apple.
Let's see what else we got here. People criticizing me said I said the web address too fast for the bombing of Afghanistan. And, John, if you know the name of that website that has it, I'll repeat it again slowly.
Yeah, we got a simpler address yesterday. Maybe we can use that one.
Praise for Robin. Thank God Robin was there. She was the only one who noticed that fat bitch yesterday just wanted you to give her money. You should have kicked her out on her big ass. Money, money, money. You're all stupid. You didn't recognize this. Good job, Robin. Way to go, Robin. All right. That was the girl who wanted help with her implants. Benji finally getting positive mail. I hate Benji so much. Yes, it gets positive. I hate Benji so much, and I don't even know how to spell his stupid name, but those phony phone calls to Hazel were some of the funniest things I have ever heard on the Howard Stern Show. I have heard the President Clinton one before, but the new one today about her excreting gold and being on candid camera had me laughing hysterically out loud all alone in my cubicle at work. Hazel is so funny and such a good sport. I really think you guys should arrange for her to come on the show so we can hear more of her. And you should give her a nice gift, maybe a watch or a few I-1 dollars. And other ones, too. Holy effing phony phone call. Benji's phony phone call was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my whole life. Maybe I should replay that.
Yeah, he and Hazel are the new Stiller and Mara.
Those were amazing, those calls.
Right.
They could go on the road together.
A lot of criticism for me putting Chauncey on yesterday. They didn't like that.
You know what I went home thinking about? Chauncey has a nice house.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Disturbing.
I considered moving to another country.
A warning for Robin. Do not get a chimpanzee as a pet. Chimpanzees are almost 5 to 6 times as strong as an average man. When they get out of their baby stage, 2 to 3 years, then you have to put up with their adolescent years, 3 to 4, pushing all those right buttons, seeing what they can get away with. Remember, all this is with something that is 6 times stronger than a person. Then you have adulthood at 5 years old. Here they'll show you aggression and argue and fight with you. Having a fight with Mr. X or someone on the show is okay. The next day or so, you're ready to talk again. Having a fight with something that really can't verbally communicate with you is another. Remember, the animal has the strength of 6 people if he wishes to. He's strong enough to pull off your leg with minimal force and beat you to death with it.
Whoever said I wanted a chimpanzee?
Yeah, when'd you say that?
I guess when we had the monkey on, you were saying...
that's not a chimpanzee.
That's a little monkey.
Fred, I only have your mic turned off because when you rattle around with the sound effects, it's very hard to talk. He talks, but no one ever hears him.
Right.
I realize he's been talking all these years. I just had his microphone
And by
off.
the time you turn up the microphone, he's finished.
Yeah. You understand why I have it down?
I do indeed.
Okay. Thank you. Doesn't matter what you say anyway. What is that?
Feel good show of the century.
Right. All right, there's Fred. Everybody heard from him.
Fred's very talkative in the hall these days. I walk through Fred conversations all afternoon.
Are you kidding? I walked down, I saw Fred yesterday locked in conversation with the comedian,
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff Cesario. And I said, oh my God, poor Jeff.
Right. I was like, he looks shell-shocked.
Right. I said, he's trapped in an endless conversation.
You don't care for my conversation doesn't mean other people don't.
I like your conversation when I'm in the mood for it, which happens once in a millennium. It's like Haley's Comet.
Yeah, really.
Listen, the website, vampirebat.com/obey the fist. Now I'll say it slower.
Now speed that up and you'll get it.
All right. Vampire.com/obey the fist. That's the website that has all that crap on it. With the bombing of Afghanistan, it'll make you feel good. It's the feel-good tape of the century. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take a break, and I will play Benji's phony phone call.
All right.
Reminds me to play it again. And I'll get to all your phone calls. And, yes, we do have Lisa Donahue coming in today for the gossip game. And I'm sure she's a piece of ass.
You know what I just realized? It's funny. You're praising Benji now, and no one's realized he's not here.
Oh, he's not?
Oh, good. He didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where is he?
No, it's keeping him away.
Probably overslept.
Has he got a snow day? What's up?
You want to know who that chick is in the gossip?
No, I want to know where Benji is.
I didn't even know he was missing.
No, I didn't either. Where is he?
I'm gonna call, he's one of those guys that you don't even know he's gone.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I just noticed that everyone's giving Benji compliments.
That's great.
He finally got compliments.
Positive emails,
Yeah.
compliments from you.
Why don't you check on him, see if he's okay?
Do you want to know who the chick in the gossip game is?
Yes.
She's the winner of the show Big Brother 2. She used to work at Scores, and she has all these stories about you at Scores.
Oh, good. All right.
She used to work at Scores?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she's hot.
And she's hot. Super.
Did you see there's some magazine that's coming out with a lot of these reality chicks naked or close to naked?
Nice. What's the name of it?
I forget. I just read about it.
I think you need to do some research.
Yeah. That they got a bunch of them that, couldn't make it to Playboy or whoever. They found
paid.
them all. Yeah. Who, the girls who didn't find jobs in television after their reality shows.
99% of them?
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. I'd love to see that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Tonight on E! Part 2 of the Animated FME Awards. It's an exciting award show with outrageous categories and surprise guests. Best of all, you get to see Robin's cartoon boobs. That's right. Robin's breasts are animated. The Animated FMEs tonight on E! Frank, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, you said people like the top 5. Nobody likes the top 5. All you play is this music that should be like on Soul Train or something, or the equivalent today.
That's the top 5, bro. It makes a statement.
Suck.
What?
It sucks.
It
The
sucks?
songs usually suck.
They all suck.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the
All
point.
right.
But that's the point of the top 5, to point out what's selling and,
How it sucks.
So it's supposed to suck.
I don't know.
That's what people are buying. Dude.
He doesn't
People are idiots.
Well, there's my statement.
We're not trying
All right,
to make a top 5.
Thank you.
This is the top 5.
All right. Slowly catching on to the show.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well, he's still with us. He's staying with it.
Hey, sometimes you sound a little sarcastic. What's with that?
Paul, you're on the air.
How you doing, Howard?
Hey.
I wanted to say something about Michael Jackson. He was actually naked in one of his videos with Lisa Marie.
Yeah, that was one of those attempts to prove that he was into chicks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well.
And he was white. He was all white.
Could be body makeup. You never know.
Truth is, a very sad show.
A waste.
Very sad. A super talented guy, and look how tortured he is. I mean, imagine being him. I don't think there's anybody who watches that and gets jealous. Usually you're jealous of a super rich guy worth $300 million.
Yeah.
There's just nothing comfortable about being Michael Jackson and not being into, adults, being into kids. And again, I don't know whether this guy's diddling these kids. He might just be terminally 4 years old.
Yeah, but would you let your child run around in the home of just a disturbed person, even though he's not going to have sex with your child?
Absolutely not.
Happening.
Because he's warped, and the 3 kids he's got,
He's not even human.
No, he's not. He's a monster. In fact, he hasn't had plastic surgery. He has monster makeup on. I revealed that this morning. And I'll tell you what, it was rather sad to see the whole thing. And sometimes you have pity for him. Sometimes you're disgusted. But who knows? And as bad as his children have it, because they're walking around with masks and veils. And if you want to protect your children, you don't have to take them out. You could homeschool them, and you don't have to take them to a zoo.
But that's just the point. It's for him. Everything's about him and for him.
Yes.
Whether it endangers the children's lives or not.
Right. I thought it was weird when he said on TV that when he was a little child, he wished he could have worn a mask. And the fact of the matter is, now he's doing it for these kids. And I'll tell you the truth, looking at what I could see of his kids, I don't believe he's even the father. I cannot imagine if we did a DNA test. There's no sign of a black man in that blonde-haired child. There's no black...
Even the little girl. I mean, she's got, beautiful Caucasian hair.
Mm-hmm. So,
You could tell he doesn't even know how to touch a woman. Like, in his videos, he struggles with it,
No, he reminds me of the late Tiny Tim. Like, even the word sex makes him uncomfortable. And he reveals that he would rather play with water balloons than have sex. And, I mean, okay,
so are like water balloons.
Some dudes are asexual, don't get the whole sex thing. Very few, but some are like that. And you know what? Water balloons? I mean, how about read a book?
Trees.
So childish, and even the outfits he picks out to wear, and it's just so sad. I mean, what a giant nightmare.
I guess you could say he missed out on his childhood, but this is ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? A lot of people missed out on their childhoods. There are people in Africa who never even get to eat in their childhoods. And I'm not saying his father looks about as scary as a man can look. Whenever I see a dude with that pencil-thin mustache looking like one of those gangsters from the 30s, like his old man does, he looks like one of those guys in zoot suits.
Doesn't he have the devil eyebrows, too?
Yeah.
Like they flip up?
Yeah, the father's scary and all that stuff, and I guess that messes you up. But, man, get a psychiatrist and work on it. He looks like Ming the Merciless from Flash. Remember that dude?
Yeah.
Whatever was, not Flash, can't think of the guy's name.
What was Ming the Merciless in?
You know. Who was it, Freddie? You're
I
good.
think it was Flash Gordon.
Was it Flash Gordon? Yeah, Flash Gordon. That's what I meant. Not Flash. Flash Gordon.
Flash.
Before my time, I think.
Yeah. They got these old movies. You got to get them called Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
They're old black and white movies with this dude.
Funny.
Ming the Merciless looks just like Michael Jackson's dad. Or rent the movie Cotton Club. Everybody running around with those pencil-thin mustaches.
Yeah, everybody had one.
Yeah. He's like a little gangster. But, hey, you know, who knows what's going on in that bedroom? Michael Jackson might be right. He might not be having sex with those kids. He might not even be able to get it up. I don't know what his deal is, but really shouldn't be sleeping with kids in the bedroom. It's just weird, and he's entitled.
You just don't need to be around a disturbed man.
Yeah.
Period.
And he really doesn't understand that he's disturbed. He's created his own reality. He's created a world where he thinks he's Peter Pan. The guy says to him at one point, "You're not Peter Pan, you're Michael Jackson." He goes, "In my heart, I'm Peter Pan."
Yeah, I mean, but he's got it so that we're all crazy. He's not.
Yeah. Peter Pan was banging chicks. You know when I knew Michael Jackson was crazy? I was buying into the fact that, okay, it's just a little odd, but I realized he was crazy when he thought that stuff that he bought in Vegas was beautiful. That's enough.
I love how he inflated his worth, too. How much are you worth, Michael?
$1 billion. I think he believes that.
No, he doesn't.
I'm $1 billion. Yes, I am, Robin.
He wants to be, he wants to be on a level with Paul McCartney and not let you think that he doesn't make as much money as all the other guys.
You shut up!
What happened to his financial difficulties? Wasn't he almost bankrupt or something?
Yeah, I think he spends a lot of money on urns and coffins.
Right, we saw where it goes.
I said I had $1 billion water balloons, not dollars. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Michael Jackson was naked in a video. Yes, Michael Jackson, you're on the air.
This is Michael.
Yes.
I'm so mad at you, Howard.
Why? What did I do?
I'm madder than a nun at a nudist camp. Now you're even making fun of my father, Howard.
Hey, someone told me that bedtime at your house is when the big hand is on the little hand.
Ah! That's a Pete Townsend joke. Cut it out.
Oh, it is? I think somebody substituted Michael. Somebody sent me Michael Jackson jokes.
Oh, let me hear.
Michael, I understand that when you say you see someone who's a perfect 10, you mean 2 5-year-olds.
That's not nice.
Michael, what's icky and in a baby's diaper?
I don't know what's icky.
Your hand.
Ah! Oh. I'm so... I started life as an unwanted child.
Yeah.
And now I'm wanted in 3 states.
Even Michael can get into the joking.
That's right. You're a good dude.
I love children, Howard.
Hey, what'd that lady at the beach say to you?
What'd she say to me?
She said, "I believe you're in my son."
Oh, I do. I love children. I can't help it.
There's a question for you on line 9. Let me put this first. Kathy, go ahead.
Hi.
Yes.
Kathy.
Yes.
Who am I talking to?
Michael Jackson and Howard.
Yeah, I wanted to remind Howard that Michael Jackson said that he wanted to adopt 2 children from every continent on the United States.
Well, I love children. Barbecue with salt and pepper, but you can't get them here in America.
He wants to...
His goal was to adopt 2 children from every continent on the United States.
Well, I'll tell you something. Howard and I aren't so different. How old's your girlfriend, Howard?
30.
See? My friends are a few decades younger than me, just like you.
What is that talking that's coming in?
That's Michael Jackson trying to avoid your question.
So there.
Ma'am, go ahead. You can say what you want to Michael Jackson.
No, that's not Michael Jackson.
Oh, yes,
okay?
it is.
I just want you to remind Howard about that, okay?
All right, thank you,
And I
darling.
hope you do. Thank you.
I will get word to him immediately.
Not pulling the wool over her eyes.
No, she didn't fall for that.
Wow.
I mean, Peter Pan had Wendy, Howard.
Yes.
I have Andy. And Andy and I have a lot in common.
All right, thank you.
We both believe there's a place in heaven for all the balloons that get away.
Hey, Benji, you actually got some nice email.
Yeah.
I noticed you're late, but you actually got nice email on your phony phone call yesterday. I said I'd replay it based on the email.
Oh, thanks.
Benji called... Benji every 3 months calls the same woman and makes a phony phone call to her. This time, the first time he called and said that he was President Bill Clinton and had phone sex with her, which is a scream.
It's a classic.
Yeah. And Dominic says they're going to prosecute Michael Jackson. I don't think they are.
Who says?
Now, why do you say that?
Well, they have to. First of all, he's admitted that he's sleeping with little kids.
I read a statement from a DA out there, and he said, you know what? You can't indict people based on the fact that they sleep in your bedroom.
No.
There's got to be a criminal
He
complaint.
did not admit to any criminal behavior.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
What you're talking about is a criminal prosecution.
Right.
First, family court or social services has to investigate. I don't think he's the father of those children.
Well, I said that, but you just said they're going to prosecute Michael Jackson.
Ultimately, they have to. You can't have adults sleeping with children. We have to protect our society. Whether they're having sex or not, it's going to be investigated.
Really? Investigated, or you said they will prosecute?
Ultimately, they will prosecute this man. Ultimately, he'll leave the country.
Really?
Yes, he will end up living like in France, like Charlie Chaplin did. Because this man is doing things that we can't accept. You think we don't have to protect children? The state protects all children.
Let me ask you,
They're
but
not
what?
protecting those three he calls his kids.
Well, I don't think those are his children, by the way.
That's what I said.
Yeah, one of them is so blonde, it's, unless they bleached the child when he was born.
You couldn't have a baby that blonde, Dominic.
No.
I could have a baby that thin.
All right, thank you, Dominic. All right, there's Dominic saying there will be a prosecution.
Well, let's hope.
Right.
You know, because I'm looking at that and I say, you know, all the crazy stars, who's Michael Jackson going to kill? They eventually wind up killing people.
Maybe he'll kill Phil Spector.
Yeah.
Let's go to Linda. Linda, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. That little boy, Michael Jackson, his hair looks bleached to me.
It's so blonde it looks bleached, you're saying?
It looks bleached. I took cosmetology for a while, and that boy has a definite bleach mark.
Don't you think Michael Jackson's nails on his fingers are weird because he's really black and that, like, underneath the nails, they can't bleach the skin?
But your nails are light under your nails.
Yeah, but a black person would have darker
They look
skin.
almost green. Under my nails, they're light.
See, the reason yours look so white is because you're black.
Get out of here.
No, they should look pink and healthy.
So what do you think? You think there's something wrong with his nails?
Well, I'm no expert.
I'm asking Robin. Robin's an expert on everything.
I don't know. It's hard to say with Michael Jackson.
Because did you see his nails are all yellow and stuff?
Yeah, and he doesn't smoke or anything. That could be the makeup. You know, makeup and nail polish and all that stuff can stain your nails.
Oh.
Huh.
Well, you see, she does know everything.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
You say it, I believe it. Mike, go ahead.
Yo, Howard, what about when he said he rushed home from the hospital when the baby was born and he cut the umbilical cord, took it home, placenta and all?
Yeah, the kid was. I can't imagine a hospital lets you run outside with a baby. When you're rich, you get to do whatever you want.
Apparently these doctors do whatever he says.
Yeah, but what about the mother? I mean, doesn't the mother want the baby, hold the baby?
She's got a deal with him where she literally has never seen the baby. And you know what? When
and he wouldn't get into that either.
Yeah, when the guy said to him, well, do any of these women come and visit the kid or? No, of course not. And then like one of the kids actually said, I don't have a mommy.
Right.
You know,
And in the elevator, he asked him, do you miss your mommy? He says, I don't have a mommy.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a mommy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he has a daddy.
Right.
Yeah, Michael eventually will tell the kids he carried them.
Right. Yeah, that was wacky, man. Just real wacky. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
What?
What's up?
Oh, hey, is this Howard?
Howard.
What's going on? Sorry, bro. So what's the deal? How's everyone there?
All right, let's go to Chauncey.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
I think Michael Jackson's going to end up killing himself eventually.
You might be right.
You can't have this much negativity in your life. You know, everything's going so fast for him.
So funny, too. Yeah, like he thought this was going to be his big comeback. He'll do this interview. And then
Everything he thinks is going to fix it messes it up more.
yeah, at this point, just shut up and stay quiet.
Tragic. But, you know, I spoke to Brooke Shields a while ago about Michael Jackson and his obsession with kids. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, hold on.
What does she do? Defend him?
Yeah.
Of course.
What's wrong with those people?
All right, hold on. Here we go.
What is he like?
He's the sweetest person. I mean, he's so genuine in the way he views the world and the way he views life. And I really believe that he's not of this world. I mean, he's the closest thing to a saint that I've ever known. I mean, he's unconditional in the way that he wants to help children and help the environment and there's nothing selfish about him.
I get that impression, but also, you have to admit, do you ever feel it's kind of strange? He has this relationship with children, and I know so many people say, hey, that's kind of odd. How do you feel about that?
I have to tell you that this business, the entertainment industry, both in any field of it, is it's almost devastating in the way that it, I don't know how to put this, it affects people's lives by making them conscious of things that they may not be conscious of. Meaning, as I'm older, I'm seeing the nature of the business, the games in the business, how it's not based on reality, how it's based on success and based on what the next person is doing.
Very superficial.
And it's superficial at how you talk to people, and it's very dishonest. It really is. But if you can maintain an honesty within yourself, sometimes you're a minority if you're not willing to get in there and play the game. Now, Michael he sees...
I'm zoning out. I think Chauncey is, too.
Yeah. He slept through this interview.
Imagine you're married to Brooke Shields.
Obliterated in adults.
And she's giving you her opinions all the time.
What are you talking about?
No, I mean, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how did you stay awake?
To sum up what she said about Michael Jackson, we couldn't stay awake.
Yeah, how do you follow her logic?
I don't know.
The business is... Every business...
Fake.
The business is fake.
And so that's why you just lied about Michael Jackson?
Being a plumber is fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't like his boss, but he smiles at him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to put up in their business. Even postal workers.
None of us do what we'd really like to do.
Well, postal workers generally shoot you.
Yeah, well, they keep it real.
All I know is I never saw anything so disturbing in my life last night.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
Take a look at your scalp.
Oh, that's right.
By the way,
There is. Take a look at the tattoos on your back.
funny you mentioned my scalp.
I got to go, Chauncey.
Tonight you can see me on TV. You can look at my head and tell me what you think.
All right.
Okay.
Metro Channel, 10 o'clock.
Thank you. All right. Wear a veil like Michael Jackson's kids. Some of those masks were downright creepy, too. I
I
mean...
know. Can you imagine having to walk around like that as your image?
Oh, my God.
One of them looked like Mardi Gras or something.
Yeah, they had feather masks.
Well, trust me, there's a Mardi Gras going on somewhere in that place.
Yeah.
Probably the kids' pants. Mardi Gras. What a weird mask.
And they're not going to be too afraid to unveil, are they?
No. I like him feeding his kid through that mosquito net. Is he in Africa?
You're never going to be bitten by a mosquito on your face. There's a big giant mosquito net around your head.
But those are supposed to be his children. And, you know, the baby was crying. He didn't have any of the body language of comforting the child.
No.
He seemed not to be used to holding a baby. But he's trying to show you that these are his kids and he takes care of them.
You know, this is a horrible thing to say, and I hope it never happens, but when you become a teenager and you're one of those kids, could the heroin get into your body quick enough?
No, not at all.
I mean,
no.
just like, I just have to be high.
Those kids should be allowed legally to take heroin as soon as they turn of age.
They should be allowed to have every prescription drug.
Come on.
Got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. I actually got a haircut. Did you notice?
Yeah, I noticed your hair was shorter today.
Yes, I went a little shorter. I'm a little shorter.
What are you up to over there?
Well, I'm not sure.
Are you changing your hair color? Do you feel you have to go shorter because of your age?
Yes. I don't think a girl my age should have hair down to her shoulders. I think it'll look better with shorter hair.
Really?
No, you don't?
I always loved the length of the opening of the show on E.
Oh, that long?
Yeah, I always loved that.
You're never going to see that again.
Oh, sorry. Not going there?
I think I look terrible on the opening of the show. You know, I hired that guy to make I love the way it looks and everything.
Uh-huh.
I just don't like the way I look. And
there are a couple of angles that are not great.
I know, and when I
you're
saw it,
hunched over.
Yeah.
I'm like, why'd they use that?
because I don't know, because I remember saying that to Fran Shea when she was running the network. They put a lot of money into that opening, like $100,000, I think. And I remember looking at it when it was done, and I called her up and I said, you know, I hate to say this, but I don't really look that good. I mean, I'm all hunched over, and I'm pointing my finger, and I look like a moneylender, you know. And she was like, well, you know, we spent $100,000 on this, you know.
We got to use.
I said, are there any alternate angles? No, because the process is so hard, and
Oh, they didn't have any other good shows.
no. And I was like, God damn, I put all this money into an open to the show, and I look terrible.
But there are a couple where you're moving and your hair is there, and I'm like, wow, his hair looks great.
Yeah, I just don't look great. That's why I see that, I'm cutting my hair. Cut it all off.
Looks better this length, I think.
Thanks, Artie.
Look,
but you're not a chick.
Look at Artie.
Yeah.
I just got a haircut, too.
Yeah, I see. You look nice.
Tony does a good job. I have Tony cuts my hair now.
Yeah, Tony cuts my hair, cuts Fred's hair, too, I think.
Yeah.
From time to time? Who cuts that beautiful hair of yours when Tony does it?
Some guy on the Upper West Side.
He does a beautiful job, my silver fox. Fred went all gray.
I'm looking like Charlie
Is
Rich now.
is that a look for Fred, or is it just
A laziness?
by accident?
I think it's...
He's just going with whatever's happening.
You should dye your hair Pat Cooper red.
Oh, there you go. That would really look attractive.
You're not going to just dye your hair a little bit? You got a lot of gray, Fred.
I know it's a lot of gray.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have gray hair.
Why not some highlights or something?
Nothing wrong with highlighting your hair if you're a man and you're gray. I mean, it makes you look so old. I mean, you looked old before. Now you really look
It always
old.
looks obvious when you're dyeing it, and then I think that makes you look ridiculous.
No.
Not a full dye job, just a few.
A rinse.
Yeah.
Stuttering John rinses his hair.
It never looks right.
Did
Yeah, but
Gary do
everybody,
his thing?
There's so many other things on John that distracts you from his hair, you don't even notice his hair.
Stuttering John told me he rinses, and then...
He does?
Yeah.
But Gary said he was going to have something done to the sideburns because he had that salt and pepper thing happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did it.
Still looks like a college kid to me, with gray hair. But me, I haven't had to dye my hair yet.
You're lucky.
Yeah, very lucky. I got some gray in there though,
Yeah.
a little couple of pieces. But you don't dye your hair or anything, do you?
No.
You got any gray pubes?
No, none of that.
Me neither.
I have a few gray strands on my head, but none of the gray pubes.
I got very dark, beautiful pubes.
Yes.
Same with me, but Artie's got the gray ones coming in.
Artie's got gray pubes?
Yeah, you didn't know
You've
that?
seen his pubes? What are you doing?
No, he told me.
I don't know that. Yeah, you know what, John? I'm proud to say I don't know that.
John, clarify that I told you.
Do you, Artie? You have gray pubes?
I got a couple, yeah. I noticed a couple of them.
Hey.
He's the youngest on the show. He's got gray pubes.
Well, look, it really is depressing when you see that.
Did your girlfriend see it?
What do you do?
She's been nice enough not to remark on it.
That's going to
Do
be
you
a turn off.
pluck them? I mean, what do you do?
I once saw a video with this old lady, and she had gray pubes, and I was like, oy vey. But you know what you could do? Why don't you just, like, shave down a little bit? You know what I mean? You get the clippers.
People might be having breakfast. Yeah, I use those clippers.
You do?
I do.
You cut them out.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do some grooming.
Yeah, I don't want to go gray down there.
No.
It would be worse to go gray down there than on the top.
Oh, yeah.
But now, if you
Because you know what? You got to go get your hair down there colored.
if you start going gray on top, are you going to start dyeing?
Oh, I would do something, yeah.
I would in a second. I mean, I glaze now.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I glaze. It's not a dye.
It's a glaze.
It's like they just wash. They give
It's a rinse. It's
Yeah.
a dye job, stupid.
But it doesn't
Glaze.
last. But Fred,
Glaze.
you don't want to do that?
He
Fred?
goes, if I start to get some gray, I would do something. You're doing something.
Yeah.
You're like Michael Jackson.
Well, I'm
You're in
rinsing.
full denial.
I'm rinsing. I haven't.
Rinsing is dyeing.
Well, it doesn't last as long.
But it's dyeing. What's the difference how
Changing
long?
your hair color.
All right.
Big deal. Why are you dyeing your hair? You're a young dude. How old are you now?
37.
Huh. And you're dyeing your hair already?
Yeah.
You got gray?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of gray.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm 35. I got gray all. The sides of my head are gray.
I think it's because you're so unhealthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your body can't even make color.
No, I know.
Yeah, I think your body just thinks it's 50 or 60 years old.
What's
It's
really
too tired to make color.
What's really depressing is Tony painted my head in here today so I could see it on a monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a lot of painting.
The bald spot, yeah.
Yeah, she looks like Da Vinci. I mean, she's doing it for like 3 straight minutes of solid,
Painting.
Yeah. But it looks great when it's painted.
Yeah, hey, so why not? You're lucky you got hair in the front, just a little missing in your yarmulke.
Do you think that she's had to paint more?
It seems she's been doing it for about a year now. It seems like it's getting a little longer.
Yeah.
The painting, yeah.
The crown is definitely losing some hair there.
Sucks. That really sucks.
It does suck. I'm sorry, man.
Well, look, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do, shave your head eventually?
It's the hand I got dealt.
You think he couldn't go with a shaved head?
He's going to look like Curly from the Three Stooges.
You know what? You know what was really depressing is I was up last night late and I watched the E! Show. That animation. Do I look at all like that?
Can I say something? You look exactly like that.
Oh, that was so funny.
It looks like Fred Flintstone's fatter brother.
No, it looks like when the Three Stooges were animated. I remember they had the animated Three Stooges, and you look like Curly.
I look like Curly.
Curly Joe Besser.
Yes, because of the hair.
Yeah.
But Howard, Fred said I look disturbing. What
That
about
was not my word, John. I said there are other things that distract you from your gray hair.
Like what?
John's a good-looking dude, isn't he?
He used to be cute. He drank his looks away.
Because I think Fred looks pretty old, right? I mean,
John, you don't look that much younger than me.
Get out of here. I look a lot younger.
I swear to
than
God, you have aged so much in the past 3 years. You really have.
He's got a point there.
Fred looks like he could be in Crosby, Stills and Nash. You know?
And you want to know something? You look like you could be the roadie.
I like that Fred shaved off all that chin hair. That was making him look like Gabby Hayes.
There you go.
Yeah. Now you look.
If I dyed my hair, John, I would probably look your age. You've
get
got
out
so
of
many
here.
wrinkles in your face now. It's ridiculous.
You got the big sacks under your eyes, dude. Those things are like huge.
And you have triple chins, even with the weight loss.
Howard, do I even look?
John, you're not the cute guy you once were.
Fred, I look at least.
I look at least maybe 10 years.
I look at least 15 years younger than you.
Well, you're supposed to be. You are 15 years younger, but you don't look 15 years younger than me.
That's what I'm saying.
You're supposed to, but you don't.
Why? You think I look the same age as you?
No, you don't look the age. You actually look like maybe 5 or 6 years older than what you're supposed to be. You do.
Do you agree, Robin?
I'm not in this.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
You do.
Your eyes got all squinty. You got the huge
John,
sacks under your eyes.
you have the same.
You have way more wrinkles than me.
You're catching up, pal.
Oh, get out.
You're catching up.
Your forehead's getting bigger.
Your forehead is. And want to know something? This forehead has been the same size since. And like 10 years ago, Ganji used to bust me. You can went bald. You can went bald. He went bald before I did.
Yeah, Fred always looked like he was going bald.
We always thought he was hiding something under that hat.
He never went bald.
Yeah.
And I
always thought he was going bald.
He will go bald before me.
Me?
You.
That's why Fred always wore hats. I think he thought he was going bald.
But he took the hat off and he had hair.
There you go.
There you go.
For a guy who's 15 years older than you, John, I look pretty damn good.
I don't think. I think you look exactly 15 years older than me.
See, I always thought Fred looked young. Then I saw him in Private Parts, the movie, and I thought he looked old. But I'm looking at him now. He looks fine. He don't look that different than you, John.
No, he doesn't look bad, but he looks. He looks a guy at 50. No,
I'm not saying that I look.
You think
young
Fred
at all.
looks 50?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
That Artie is younger than John, though.
Right.
Artie looks old. Artie, you look older than all of us.
Artie looks 45.
I feel 45. That's for damn sure.
I'm 49. I think I look a little younger than you, but not much.
You definitely look younger than Artie.
Not younger.
Artie looks like our contemporary.
I'd say I don't think you look younger to me.
I brought you in as the youth on the show, but you're not really
holding up.
You're not really doing you're not holding up your bargain.
I'd say we look about the same age.
Well,
which is wrong because you're
which is what?
15 years younger.
I'm 14 years younger than you.
Well, Howard and Robin look pretty young. I mean,
Robin looks very young.
She looks great.
She does.
Robin looks young.
Robin looks like she's in her 30s easily.
Well, that's funny because I used to look old, so I just grew into my face.
No, I think Artie. Robin looks like 40, and Howard, you probably look like 44.
Depressing.
Thanks. We feel so much better.
I think I'm starting to look older because I should look 40. I should look 44.
Well, I can't say 40 because I'm almost 40.
You look younger than me, that's for sure.
And Gary, what's Gary? He's 40. I mean, he looks good, right?
People tell me he looks old.
Really?
Yeah.
I was looking at him. I watched that CNN thing he did. I was like, he still looks pretty young. Yeah.
But he's graying. Like, did you see his heart?
Hey, I'm going to be 42 in a month, guys.
But he's got a lot of grays up top. You see that, Howard?
Yeah.
But, hey, Gary, you had the gray pubes, too?
Absolutely not. And I checked, believe me.
Did you dye your hair?
Yeah, I never got around to it.
It doesn't look that bad.
There's nothing to dye.
No, there's stuff there, but it's when people get up close to you and people have no problem telling you.
You know when you look bad? When you're in the light. Like bright light, I can see a lot of gray.
Yeah, it works for you as well.
That didn't start out so well. In the light, you look bad.
Hey, you look good in the dark.
You can't always depend on the dark.
No, you know what I mean? I mean, you see a lot of gray when it's bright light.
No, I get you.
Right, I'm looking at you now. You look completely dark.
You can't see gray like here?
No, not at all.
Not really,
Great.
Yeah, you got to see him in person. There's tons of gray there.
Who are those two creepy guys behind you?
Those are the
The
Bally's
two creepy guys from Bally's.
You remember Bally's?
I was going to say, I'm looking at these.
It's Creepy John and Creepy Matt.
Oh, two scary looking dudes.
They're the reason John's about to pass out.
All right. Well, there you go. Well,
Glad we cleared up who looks old.
How old is Fred anyway?
47.
Oh, that's nice.
He's 10 years.
Nice. Well, he's 12 years older than me.
12 years older.
What are you talking about? You're 37.
Yeah, how old is Fred?
47.
I'm sorry.
So you've got Alzheimer's.
He's really dopey today.
I'm delirious.
You really are.
I'm starving.
all right, let me see what's going on here. Should I take a few phone calls?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Let me see. Let's go to Chippy. Hey, Chippy.
Morning, Howard.
Hey.
How you doing? Hey, listen, I watched part of that Jackson thing last night, and it really makes Sybil look well-adjusted. I don't understand how the state doesn't interact with this thing and stop this guy from even letting kids come on his property.
Well, according to Dominic, the state will do something. I don't know.
You know, I watched this and I'm like, how can society let this happen?
I'm not sure what's happening though that society's supposed to stop. I mean,
again, I just say you shouldn't have your children running around the mentally ill.
I agree.
I'm not sure what charges he should be up on. I know he shouldn't be sleeping with kids, and I don't
You
even
can't really prove anything, though.
Right, I don't know that he did anything sexual with them, and I mean he's just an odd, freaky guy that probably you would think, best to keep my kids away from him. Period. But
yeah, because you never know when he could flake out completely.
Right.
I got 2 kids of my own, and I can't. It gives me the willy.
Yeah, you wouldn't leave your kids with Michael Jackson, is the point. I got an email from Marshall Fine, the movie critic for the Gannett Group, and he says, I heard you talking about Shanghai Nights, which is the new Jackie Chan movie. And he goes, I don't know what the New York Post and the Daily News are thinking. He says, I thought it sucked. I gave it a D+. I like the first one. I'm a Jackie Chan fan.
Well,
but these movies, his Hollywood movies, are pretty lame next to his Hong Kong films. So
that's what a lot of people say. They hate the Hollywood movies. They loved his Hong Kong films.
Yeah, like I'm going to watch those. Those completely have no English.
Really awful.
I can't imagine a 3-star review for a Jackie Chan movie, which is basically the same formula every time. But I can't even imagine the people that go to see this stuff, but someone goes.
A lot of kids love him.
Yeah. Oof. Just amazing. Douche, you're on the air.
Yo, what's up, my brother?
What's up?
What's up? Hey, now.
What's up, Douche?
Hey, by the way, that Martin Bashir, he looked like he was getting freaked out himself, too, because you could tell, like, he started confronting him about it. And, like, even at that part where he's looking at like, you could tell he's completely out with reality. Like, he goes, would you like to be buried in one of those coffins when you die? He goes, no. He goes, what would you like them to do with you? He's like, nothing. I'm going to live forever. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what are you thinking?
I want them to lock up that Michael Bashir guy. I don't like the way he looks either.
Lock everybody up in that special.
Anyone to do with the special, I want locked up. Michael Bashir must be a rich guy because ABC paid him $5.5 million to air that thing.
Was he working? Does that belong to that TV company or does it belong to him? That's
I don't
what
know.
I wanted to know. Does he get the $5 million or does the company?
I don't know. I think we're a couple of years away from seeing him go shopping in Las Vegas. I mean, he's the guy making out like a... I don't think Michael Jackson's paid for the special.
No.
So, man, I mean, that's a...
But somebody had to pay his salary for the 8 months he was following Michael around. I'm figuring that company owns the rights, and he didn't get anywhere near the $5 million.
Oh, is that what you think?
That's what I think, yeah.
Isn't that his company?
No, it's the TV network, isn't it?
I don't know.
Grenada TV?
Oh, I don't know what that is. Grenada TV.
It's a British network.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a production company.
I don't know.
Maybe he's Grenada TV.
I'm going to find out.
High Pitch Eric, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, I watched the E-Show last night.
Yes.
The animated FMU Wood.
Yes.
That was great. That's
Yes.
hysterical.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Howard, did you get my 2 phony phone calls?
I did hear them, yeah.
Did Jimmy Kimmel one?
Yeah, I heard it. He made a 25-minute phony phone call to Jimmy, and Jimmy's in on the joke, and it's boring.
Your phone calls suck now.
Funny though, how about the one as they called when I called this Casey's mother
Which one was that?
to a video store?
I don't know if I heard that one. I don't know.
Come on,
The
they're
one to
funny.
Jimmy's horrible.
You're not horrible.
The last couple he's played of yours have not been good.
Yes, they have.
No,
I'll play you 2 seconds of the Jimmy one. You'll be bored out of your mind. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to know that he sucks at phony phone calls.
Yeah, sometimes you're funny. You know.
At first he was, but he's never changed the joke a bit.
Casey, what is this one funny though? The one is your mother? This is. I heard this.
We heard this the other day, and it's just so horrible because it falls flat.
Yeah, but it's the new approach I'm trying to take.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
Oh, it's funny.
Don't send me every piece of garbage. Let me hear it. I'll listen to a little bit of it.
Okay.
You're Casey's mother?
Yeah,
And who are you calling?
a video store.
See how bad it is, and it gets worse. I'm not even going to play the whole thing.
Come on, it's good. It's a new approach.
I love it.
I like the old approach better.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about my voice this time.
I love his cover up when the guy realizes someone's talking to him. Who's that? Nobody.
He's really fast on his feet.
So then I'm sitting through a 23-minute phone call to Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, no.
That one was very funny compared to the Jimmy one, because Jimmy knows it's high pitch, and I defy you to get. I'll stop it after 30 seconds, just so you give you a flavor of what he's up to. This is what he does all day.
Hello?
Jimmy?
Yeah?
Hey, Jimmy, it's High Pitch Eric. How are you?
Good, how are you, High Pitch Eric?
Look, I've been watching your show, and it's great. And I was thinking, you had Kathy Griffin on, and she's popular on the Howard Stern show.
Yes.
And also Snoop Dogg and Adam Carolla.
Right.
And you had Gay Chicken. All the topics related to the Stern show. So who is the epitome of the Howard Stern show? But me. So here's the deal. I'm going to help you out, okay?
Oh, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, help me out.
I'm going to bring my writers and producers.
You have writers and producers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to be...
I just can't figure out why Jimmy's on the phone with this retard.
His time.
Jimmy ought to just spend time working on his show.
Isn't he busy?
Maybe he thought this was going somewhere.
a guest host on your show for a week. Those ratings are going to boom like the shuttle. Now, here's the deal, babe.
Yeah.
I want first-class tickets.
Yeah.
Me and my entourage.
Mm-hmm.
We want a 12-passenger limo for the week.
No problem.
Jimmy, no. How is this funny?
Shelf liquor and caviar.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and Twinkies and ho-hos.
You want turkeys and homos?
No, Twinkies and ho-hos.
All right, we'll get you Twinkies and homos.
Jimmy talks to him for 23 minutes.
But he likes me.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, but it's a new approach this time.
Irregular Ernie Kovacs.
Come on, Al, you have to admit it's funny.
Yeah, that's why we're listening.
I'd listen to it if it was funny.
Sal and I sold like 50 CDs already.
All right. Well, okay, High Pitch, thank you.
That horse too, Jack.
All right. Unbelievably unfunny. Like a nightmare.
At this point, I think we have him convinced that if he's just talking, he's funny.
And Casey listened to all 23 minutes. I bailed out. Casey goes, it's funny how long it is. You should just play the whole thing. I go, 23 minutes? My audience are going to sit through that?
For no
I
reason,
go, you gotta be,
payoff?
Yeah, you got to be kidding. He goes, well, it's funny because it's so bad for 23 minutes. I go, who's going to understand that? Who's going to get that?
Ho-hos and retards. Yeah, gonna get some ho-hos. An entourage. On my entourage. Entourage.
What kind of speech affect is that? Where's my newspapers?
Which one you want?
I don't know. Somebody took them. What happens around here?
Did
you guys take them?
Did you have them brought in? They were
I bring them in with me. I don't have them brought in. I carry them. Do you take them?
Oh, no, I get my own.
Who took my paper? Benji?
No. Benji, was it you?
No.
Well, seriously, do you walk in here and grab my papers?
No, absolutely not. But that's interesting that, did you... I mean, I know it's not that big of a deal, but it's weird that it would just disappear.
You took my papers.
All right, dude.
Yeah, why do you do that?
I don't know.
Don't do that.
I
Give
just
them to
feel
me, you retard.
Why would you
wait.
lie?
I didn't. I forgot I didn't.
No, these are ours.
I didn't take your papers.
Then why are you saying you did?
Because you're just saying you're.
I asked you, did you take my papers?
No.
Let me see your newspapers. I'll know in a minute if they're mine. Give it to
I
me.
don't have any. That's Artie's. That's Fred's. These
Let's see yours.
These are my 3. These are mine.
Let me check.
I got them.
What do you have them? What do you? Wait, whoa. What are you doing with my newspaper?
When you're done with something, where's the garbage section? Where do you put them?
I put it there for a second, Chuck, because I'm holding on to something.
I thought that when you take stuff that's garbage,
Never.
you put it there.
Never throw my newspapers out.
But that's where you put stuff you don't
Where
want
are
anymore.
they?
They're in the garbage.
What?
So here's 2 new papers.
Give me those. What's the matter with you? You might have gray hair, but it doesn't show any sign of wisdom. You took my papers? What do you think I use all morning?
How did
You don't. Come on, huh?
I know you got to do a show.
Yeah, okay, good. I'll go do a show. I'm doing a show. I'm trying to do a show. I took my papers. All right, give me 2 New York Posts. I need both.
2. The Daily
You just
News.
give me. Yeah. Give me that.
This is the Daily News.
What's the matter with you? The way we did it, what?
You're funny.
I am funny. That's why this show exists.
But you said to me over the years, when I don't want stuff, anything that's over there is garbage.
No,
Cards.
not my newspaper.
But who would know that?
You should know that after all these years.
When you're done with the papers, you throw them
I knew it had to be Baba Booey.
No, you didn't. You were just blaming Benji.
I
You
knew.
didn't
Yeah,
know
well,
anything.
because I couldn't believe you would do it.
So then how'd you know it was me? You knew it had to be me, but you
I
couldn't
put it
believe
together.
so you
I
blamed Benji.
couldn't bring myself, like Michael Jackson, I couldn't bring myself to face reality.
Oh.
Mike Walker, very serious dude, very serious reporter for the National Enquirer. He can wreck your life with the stroke of his pen. If you ever get on the wrong side of him, God help you. God help us all. He can wreck your life. He'll report on you. He'll take pictures of you on vacation with your cellulite. He can do whatever he wants to you. You must have been fascinated by the Michael Jackson interview yesterday.
Howard, I could not take my eyes off it. As much as I know this man, as long as I have covered it, and you remember the first mention of the 13-year-old boy was in my column back in 92.
Of course I remember that.
And
Like it was yesterday.
Like it was yesterday
Like
when I first read the words from Mike Walker.
Like Cronkite telling us about Kennedy.
it was an amazing thing to watch.
I didn't weep when Cronkite told us about Kenny, but I wept when the brilliant reporting of Mike Walker informed us that Michael Jackson had slept with a boy.
As well you should have.
Yes.
As well you should have, because look what it led to. And in fact, I have been told that it was his father who read that item that didn't say flat out what was going on, but just that Michael was taking the boy with him to Vegas and they were sleeping in the same bed and so forth, that led to questions from the father, and the boy then revealed what he revealed.
All right, based on what you saw last night, do you think anything weird I shouldn't say weird, do you think anything sexual is going on between these kids who sleep with him, or do you just think that he, like I do, that perhaps he's so freaky, it's not a sex thing, he thinks he's on a 4-year-old slumber party? You know, like he's a 4-year-old and he's trapped in a 4-year-old mentality. And what do you think?
If you look at what I think is sort of what you think, I believe that the sex is the kind of sex you'd expect from someone who is totally intimidated by sex, who's totally afraid of it, who could only have sex in a sort of a very tentative way. Remember him talking about how Tatum O'Neal just touched the button on his shirt and he put his hands over his eyes and she had to walk away. A story, by the way, we broke back at the time.
Right.
And, you know, if you look at what the 13-year-old boy alleged, it was all very... it was all very tentative. He touched me here. He twiddled this. He, diddled that. It wasn't the full-out kind of sex that you'd expect from, somebody from the North American Man-Boy Love Association.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is you think sexual things go on?
Well, the most disturbing thing last night, I think, for everybody was that boy who, was allegedly cured of cancer by sleeping with Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Holding hands with him and leaning into him. Now,
putting his head on his shoulder.
Yeah, putting his head on his shoulder. Now, if you know boys that age, look, I had a son. There's an age when they won't do that. Guys stop touching guys, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, if at 12 you were sitting holding hands with not even your father, some strange guy.
There was a man down the street I used to do that with. The guy had an incredible collection of video games.
Well,
I have to say.
My uncle used to tell me guys stop touching guys around the 6th inning.
Well, it really is true, though. That
You're
is
right.
I had a call from somebody. A woman called me, and she said, my son is 12 years old, and he will not even do that with his father anymore.
Right.
You know, he won't even kiss me anymore. Like, I can go up and kiss him. You know, boys become that way at a certain age. It was very, very unnatural. And
Yeah,
it was
what's
also very defiant of Michael, I thought, to do it.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, I don't even know that he's being defiant. I think he really doesn't know there's something wrong with that. I think that you're right. And now that I think about that whole scenario, what 12-year-old boy would do that unless he sort of is trained to do that?
Well, that's what I said. The thing that bothers me is about how he's making these kids feel comfortable
That's right.
At many steps along the way to getting into his bed.
And who is sending him these disadvantaged kids? This was the other one.
Artie Lang.
Suddenly, there are droves of kids going up there being sent to someone who has been accused of child molestation, who paid a goodly sum of money to make a case like that go away. So it's very hard to always, with Michael, to tell whether he's crazy like a fox or just crazy.
Will he be prosecuted, do you think? Dominic Barber, the bloated attorney, very fine attorney, says that he believes this will lead to some sort of prosecution, that this special will lead to some sort of prosecution. I say it won't. I say that
In the paper today, Raul Felder saying not only of Michael, but maybe the parents who are allowing their kids to be
I would
there.
say the parents would absolutely be culpable here. I mean, we're talking about that boy's parents, and where are they? Oh, well, they're in a guest unit on the estate.
And
They don't
unit
come
is
to
the key
house.
word.
Yeah.
And let me say something here that I do not think he will be prosecuted, and I'll tell you why. I don't think anything criminal has gone on.
Again.
Unless these kids come forward and say that they've been, you know, as you say, touched and fondled.
Right. That's the question.
That is the key question. As you know, in Santa Barbara, they are still keeping that case open.
Do you know I'm fondling myself right now?
Well, maybe you should be arrested.
Maybe I should. I'm touching myself while I'm here.
You're abusing yourself.
Which is unusual for a man.
Not really. Lisa's sitting here. She looks good to me.
Thank you.
That's all. She's in Ramp Magazine. Why not?
Well, it was really frightening. I think the most frightening moment was when he had the little baby on his knee, and he was the kid had the veil over it, and it was shaking and screaming and crying, and he was trying to shove the bottle into its mouth.
Is that a mosquito net or a veil?
I don't know what that is, but can you imagine having your kids always wear masks and veils?
My kids always insisted I wear a mask when we went out.
Well, it's okay.
That's okay, right? I'm not going to be arrested for that. Yeah, no, it's really bizarre to see those kids walking around with masks. And actually, there was a quote from Raul Felder saying, you know what? If your defense is you want to keep the kids from getting kidnapped, you're pointing out to the kidnappers, go get the kid in the mask.
Right.
That's exactly right. He's made such a spectacle of these kids now. It would be absolutely, for the way the minds of these psychopaths work, a target, something very desirable, something, hey, let's go over after Michael's kid. The kid has a mask. It's very symbolic. And I think he's just drawing attention. One of the key things was, you remember he said early on when Martin Bashir was sort of criticizing for taking the kids to the zoo and said, why do you do this? Why don't you let the security guards, take them just out quietly? Nobody's going to know they're your kids. Oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't let that happen. Why not? Even your own security? No, I don't think so. Right? Now, later he says, when he's asked by Martin, well, look, if you say this behavior is okay, of sleeping as a grown man in a bed with other children, how about if somebody wanted to do that with your children? And he said, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Now, he had just said he wouldn't let security guards take his kids to the zoo, but now he's saying he wouldn't mind somebody sleeping, a grown man sleeping.
So none of that makes sense.
Right. He contradicted himself several times during the special.
All right, here's my key question. Michael Jackson, despite the fact that he's, bleached himself white, what about the fact that his kids, how can they even genetically be his kids? I don't even believe it's his sperm because those kids are so white.
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
So do you think
that is my opinion, yes.
That is your opinion?
It is my opinion.
Was that your opinion after seeing the special, or you always felt that way?
No, after seeing the special. When you really got to look at those kids, a very close-up look at everything, I just had that impression, and I was getting calls from people who were watching this saying the same thing. Other people that I talked to had the same reaction. I'm not talking about other reporters either.
Right.
I'm talking about people who are just, friends of mine or people who said they were going to watch it, and for some reason, people were calling me.
So the chick, Debbie Rowe, who had his kids, is it possible she was impregnated with someone else's sperm, a white guy's sperm?
I suppose anything is possible.
Because the kid is blonde with whiter skin than any white dude I've ever seen.
That's exactly right.
Could they be dyeing the kid's hair?
It's beyond that. I mean, it's just the shape of the child. Just the shape of its head. The shape of. I mean, there are certain features that are Caucasian features, Asian features, black features.
If a black
everybody looked at that. I mean, you can't sort of. You could, I guess, you could go down the list and say, well, the cheekbones aren't right. Or this, you know what I mean. I mean,
I know exactly what you mean.
Your reaction was the same as mine, and the same as everyone I talked to.
I felt his kid should look like Beyonce, not Johnny Winter.
Yeah, well,
Look at OJ's kids.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
And OJ's a relatively light-skinned black man, and look at how black his kids look.
Thank you for pointing that out, Robin. In fact, I would say that OJ is lighter skinned than Michael Jackson's original color.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Robin, did you feel that way looking at them?
Absolutely. I never thought those kids had anything to do with Michael Jackson.
I think those are my kids.
I'm a little offended, Mike. What exactly is a Caucasian feature? Huh? What's that mean?
Well, I'm sorry. That's right. As Johnny Cochran said, when somebody said that the phone call was from a black man, you remember how angry he got because he said that black men don't sound any different than white men. There is a difference, obviously. There's a difference between, Caucasians, black people, and Asian people.
There's no reason why Michael Jackson's kids couldn't go to a regular private school. Right. I mean, he makes the argument that the kids would be, there's Michael Jackson's kids. Kids in Beverly Hills or wherever in L.A., they go to...
Oh, sure.
They're all famous.
There are schools here where, every kid is famous. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Or every kid, pardon me, has famous...
Excuse me, Mike, I just vomited in the background.
Right, he regurgitated.
I regurgitated.
The funny thing is that, of course, you've heard that since this documentary was done, he has attacked it as terrible. He's attacked the journalist. The lawyers are doing things. Every time, that's how he operates. The last time I was on your show talking about Michael Jackson with... what's his name? Rabbi
Shmuley. Rabbi Shmuley Budkach.
Right. And, I instantly got a letter that I threw in my collection, 5 pages long, castigating me for...
From Michael Jackson?
Against Michael.
Really?
And yeah.
From Michael Jackson?
Routine. That's what he does. He intimidates. He has high-priced lawyers who write his letters.
Right.
If he has all these high-priced people around him, why in hell wouldn't they sit there and say it's a bad idea to do an 8-month interview with Michael Bashir?
That is, he must have been advised by his attorneys not to do that. And in fact, I think you heard Bashir mention that fact, that he somehow knew that there was sort of opposition to this, but Michael went ahead and did it anyway. And of course now, the second it was over, and the second he was displeased, he turned to his lawyers. You never know with Michael. You never know what he's doing. Many years ago, I revealed how, when he was on Oprah, and he did his famous, they lie, Oprah, the tabloids lie. And,
I hate them.
And talked about, she asked him specifically about those pictures in the hyperbaric chamber, remember?
Right.
With the headline, I want to live to be 150 years old. And he accused us of leaping out and taking surreptitious pictures of him at a burn center when he just stepped into it to try it out. Well, of course, finally we just lost our patience, and we revealed that those pictures had been brought to us by Michael and Frank DeLeo, his then manager, and actually we turned the pictures down. We said, these are Polaroids. They're not going to reproduce well, so they went back and they reshot them.
Wow.
And the condition for getting these pictures was that we had to use the word bizarre in the headline.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I would bet you some parents might even send their kids to the Neverland Ranch hoping that Michael will do something they can sue him.
Could be a good payday.
I'm telling you, some people are nuts like that. They'll sacrifice their own kids.
I've thought of that myself because after the case with the 13-year-old boy, we tracked many children who had contact with Michael. And we found, of course, that Michael's people were also tracking them, obviously. I guess, I don't know, perhaps telling them, don't say anything, don't talk to the press and so on.
You think he's had sex with a woman?
But I would find it very hard to believe.
Right.
I have never heard of it. And I hear most things.
Fred just sent his 8-year-old nephew over to the Neverland Ranch. He just couldn't get in.
What I'm saying is, even if somebody had that idea, though, remember the point that was made at the end. You ask if he'll ever be prosecuted. I don't think so. Right. I think anybody else who exhibited the behavior that he has exhibited would have at least had an interview with somebody from, child welfare. Dangling the baby off the balcony. When Elizabeth Taylor came out in defense of that. I mean, even Cher said, okay, that's where I get off the train.
You know it's wacky when Cher can't defend it.
Yeah, when Cher can't handle it, you have gone too far.
Elizabeth Taylor, I think, gets a lot of jewelry. He admits to that.
Well, he does. Yeah, he does. He's in an awful lot of
He's got her on the payroll, I guess, in a sense. So,
and I don't know how you could justify that. I guess it was only a 4-story building. I mean, if you took it to, would you dangle your kid from the Empire State Building? Well, I'm holding him tightly. Yeah, but would you do it, dude, just in case you might have a heart attack? Or, why?
No, it's insane. It's insane behavior. Jane, what is it?
Hi, I wanted to tell you that, have you heard about the new remake Michael Jackson's doing of an Elton John classic? Don't Let Your Sun Go Down on Me?
See, there you go. Well said.
I had not heard that.
Jory, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing? In the Yahoo News just now they're reporting that Michael Jackson filed a complaint over the documentary, and he quoted as saying it was terrible, and he feels that he was unfairly treated, which is ridiculous because they should do something about him.
Who's he filing a complaint with?
He's filing a complaint against the BBC.
But where do you file a complaint? I mean,
some British
There's a British press watchdog organization,
the
Howard.
Britain Independent Television Commission and the Broadcasting Standards Commission.
But they're all his statements. I mean, what could you file a complaint about?
He brought his own lighting man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he cooperated.
Yeah, he agreed to have this man around him for 8 months.
I tell you what, if he's so freaked out by it, then I know some stuff was left out. Show every piece of tape they got. Stick it on the internet today.
Exactly. I mean, he's just unfair, and it's not right.
He's filing a complaint about, I told lies.
They should take those kids away from him because it's ridiculous. He's going.
You know what? I don't know whether they should take his kids away from him or not, but I think it would be fun to take his kids away from him and then watch his reaction.
You think they have a chance of growing up normal?
I think it's too late already.
Definitely not.
I think, and here's a theory I've heard from more than one person, I think his kids are white-skinned from being scared of him. They literally are as white as a ghost.
We saw a ghost! Scary, creepy monsters! Monster in our house!
That's a good one.
Yeah, I believe him when he says he's only had 2 plastic surgeries because I think it's monster makeup he's wearing. I think he goes to Rick Baker every morning and they doll him up at 3 o'clock in the morning, make him into a monster.
Well, you saw the one plastic surgeon said when he had come to him 10 years ago, by then he'd had at least 10 procedures. I mean, that is just, and he looked you right in the eye, right on camera, and said, honestly. And he said, really? And he said, honestly.
Yeah, so he does lie. Johnny, go ahead, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard, how you doing? Johnny Ball, big fan. Hey, Howard, I just want to know if this girl likes a little mud on the helmet.
Lisa, what about that? Do you do anal? A lot of the guys want to know.
No, never.
Never? No. This girl can't even have an orgasm through intercourse. I don't.
Hey, I want to just say something about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's weird and all, but I don't think he's necessarily doing anything illegal. That's the whole thing. There's no proof of that.
That's what I've been saying, so I don't know if there'll be a prosecution. All right, listen. Lisa Donahue's here. She's excited because she's in Ramp Magazine. She's in panties. What are you, in panties, or is that, what do you call that? Thong?
Well, in a couple, I'm in nothing.
You're nothing, and you're in there, and you're proud of it, and you should be. You got a nice body, and you won $500,000 on Big Brother 3. And now it's time for Mike Walker, who has given you in-depth analysis of the Michael Jackson show.
Yes, that's true.
In fact, I'm not even sure that Mike Walker and Michael Jackson haven't had an affair. I don't even know.
Really?
That's right. Let's talk about it.
And he never asked.
Now, Mike is brought to you today by She Spies. Sexy, seductive women. They're bad girls gone good. She Spies. Check your local listings. And to play with Mike, right online, go to nationalenquirer.com. Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, Mike. Let's
lay it on us, Mike.
Lay us 4 stories, baby, and then we'll guess which one is fake.
All right. Here we go. Preening pretty boy Ryan Seacrest drives American Idol producers nuts with his vanity, constantly highlighting his hair and dyeing his eyelashes so they pop. And they exploded when he showed up for taping with a frozen face. Ryan finally admitted he'd undergone Botox treatment to smooth wrinkle lines around his eyes and swore his face would relax in a few days. He's been forbidden to repeat the shots during shooting season.
I feel bad for him, Ryan Seacrest. Well, I think that, I've told you I think he's gay. He's come on the air and said he's not gay. He's been with women, and hey, listen, who am I to disagree? But I think he probably hasn't been with a man yet, but should be.
Oh, you're kidding. He's like,
what award show was it when when he touched Kathy Griffin, and she said, that's the first time Ryan Seacrest has ever touched a woman.
Yeah, I don't think he knows he's gay, and it's sad when a guy doesn't know he's gay because it'll lead to... I mean, when you're doing Botox, the guy's a good-looking guy. What's he worried? I should be doing Botox.
You know what? I have to say, I looked at the elimination show yesterday.
Yes.
He's gotten better looking.
Who, Ryan?
Yes. Mm-hmm. He's better looking than he was last season.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's about 20 times gayer than he was last season.
Well,
That's all I can tell you.
Botox will do that to you.
No. He looks like that kid who slept with Michael Jackson at 11.
Well, that's what made his hair stand up. He's not spiking it.
I mean, dyeing his hair, Botox. I mean, isn't he 24 years old?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
shouldn't have to do stuff like that.
Was he fruity nutcake? But I think there's a lot of guys running around out there who are effeminate and don't know they're gay, and I think he's one of them. I think
He
he's...
couldn't just be one of those feminine men who likes women?
No. He's way beyond that. He's very effeminate. Now, I don't know if he's ever slept with a man, but I don't care how straight he is.
We don't know if he slept with a woman either, though.
Right.
You would have been great in Salem or somewhere.
Yes, I would have burned him at the stake. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Sarah Jessica Parker gave her housekeeper a $1,000 bonus for smart detective work. When the stone from her $40,000 plus diamond engagement ring disappeared from its setting, Sarah didn't panic. She knew it had to be in the house because she'd been home with her new baby since the last time she'd seen it. After hours of searching, the housekeeper had a brainstorm. They checked the diapers the star had changed that day and found the stone stuck to one of the sticky tapes.
All right, number 3.
Item number 3. What sauce for the goose ain't sauce for Senor Gander in the Melanie Griffith-Antonio Banderas household? Antonio had told Melanie in no uncertain terms that he did not want her to get any more plastic surgery. She had him accompany her to her doctor's office for assurance that surgery wasn't dangerous, but Antonio stuck to his guns. Then, as he was leaving, the doctor remarked that he could stop the actor's hairline from receding with hair plugs, and suddenly Antonio was all ears. After lengthy consultation, he left the office with a handful of brochures as Melanie rolled her eyes.
All right, and number 4.
George Clooney opened his heart to a 15-year-old girl dying of cancer, showering her with flowers, movie memorabilia, notes of encouragement, only to discover he'd been suckered by a cruel hoax. According to a Clooney spokesman, the girl never existed. The woman claiming to be her mother conned Clooney on the phone by speaking in her own voice, then in the voice of her quote-unquote daughter. But when the star insisted on flying to their Georgia home to finally meet the cancer-stricken girl, the mother called him back 15 minutes later and announced the girl had just died. The woman still denies the hoax, but hasn't produced any proof that the girl ever existed, except for a photo of her quote-unquote daughter lying in a coffin, which she sent to a Georgia newspaper. The paper's editor reported that the girl looked too old to be a teenager, adding, "This 15-year-old has crow's feet."
I'm going to guess the fake story is that Lisa didn't bang Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
That's not one of the 4.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robin. All right, here's your 4 choices. Ryan Seacrest is so vain that he's now getting Botox injections and dyeing his hair and stuff.
And eyelashes.
And eyelashes. Sarah Jessica Parker was the second story, that she lost her diamond in the diapers. Melanie Griffith goes for surgery, but who ends up getting a brochure? Antonio Banderas. And finally, the 4th story, which is a horror. George Clooney conned by people pretending to have a kid with cancer. What's the fake story, Lisa? You seem to know something. You've dated a celebrity.
I'm going to have to say the Melanie one.
The Melanie Griffith. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lisa says Melanie Griffith. Robin, what do you think?
All right. Yes, I am trying to remember if I have thought that Antonio Banderas is losing hair.
I believe he is.
That's what's holding me back here. I know the George Clooney story
I've heard
is
that.
true.
I've heard that.
I did that on the air, actually, He has a little more detail. I didn't know about the picture with the girl in the coffin, but I'm thinking that's true. So I'm going to say Sarah Jessica Parker, because I believe Ryan Seacrest got the Botox.
I don't believe Ryan Seacrest got the Botox. I think he's vain. I think he's effeminate. I can't imagine, though, a guy who looks like that is getting Botox at his age.
I'm telling you, he looked I looked at him. When Mike started telling this story, I said, that's what made him look better.
I'm saying it's fake. I'm still saying that I don't believe he's that effed up.
I don't know.
I don't.
That face looked different.
As a man, I don't want to believe it.
I'm with you, Robin.
If you told me Artie took some Botox, I'd get it.
Well,
go
I
ahead.
need it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you rule out number 4 because our very own Robin has scooped Mike Walker. But I think...
Mike hates when you say that.
I do.
Yeah,
well, but wait a minute. In my defense, okay, Gary was the one who picked this. He liked this.
All right, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
But much like that woman that Benji phones in Harlem, I think Sarah Jessica Parker's baby is crapping jewelry.
Gold nuggets?
Yeah, gold nuggets.
And diamond rings.
Oh, I don't see no gold when I
I
make
heard
water.
about that call. More people have told me about that call.
But since that was false, I don't believe that either. So I'm going with the Sarah Jessica.
All right, Artie and Robin together again. Fred, you want to chime in on this?
Yes, I do.
You do? Well, I'm not putting your microphone on. Go ahead.
Okay, to say that the stone was attached to the adhesive on the diaper would imply that Sarah Jessica changed the diaper. She's never seen that kid's ass. No way. Never changed the diaper.
Excellent point.
Fred, Artie, Robin say Sarah Jessica Parker. Lisa, our guest, says Melanie Griffith. And Howard, who is rarely wrong, says the Ryan Seacrest story is fake as much as we want to believe it. Go ahead. Let's hear how right I am, Mike.
Well, I know how deeply you feel here, Howard, and I hate to say this, you're absolutely wrong.
Oh,
thank you.
That's amazing.
I tried to
Absolutely
tell
wrong.
you.
Ryan Seacrest ought to get a handle on reality.
And Lisa, I'm sorry. Absolutely true story.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Robin, Artie, and Fred, for all the wrong reasons, are absolutely right.
Wow. You guys are on a roll. Well, it's very rare that you see me be wrong about anything, but there it is.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker does do her own kids. She's a very devoted
This
mom.
proves that I'm a human being.
By the way, Howard, the cover of this week's Inquirer, you have to see it. What would you say Rosie O'Donnell weighs now?
I'm going to guess she's ballooned up now that she's found her true haircut and she's become fully dyke. And the fatter she gets, the more manly she looks. I think she feels like a bulked up, guy, like a truck driver. I think that's the look she's going for. I'm going to say, how much does an ox weigh? Do you know? I'm trying to compare it.
Don't you get around a ton for an ox?
I'm going to say she weighs 2 1/4.
Well, the headline in this week's National Enquirer, the main headline on the paper that will just be hitting your stands, is 310 pounds.
Oh, my
Rosie
goodness.
Collapses.
As lover battles to save her.
Well, who picked her up?
Good point, Robin. This is why Robin does the news.
I would have to think that she's going to get her stomach stapled or something, right?
I don't know, but she is really ballooned up. She's 5'7",
wow,
310 pounds. And by the way, also nude pictures of the husband. The Lacey Peterson case and the husband who has just gone off to Mexico. Well, you remember the woman who came forth and was very sweet and said, "Well, I didn't know, and I was his mistress, and I didn't know he's married." Well, you will see her naked pictures with, of course, little black bars over them in this week's National Enquirer.
Why do you have to put black bars over them? Why don't you show everything?
Well, because.
Oh, your family newspaper?
Yeah,
with that stuff?
family newspaper.
All right,
we are
Mike.
in supermarkets.
Mike, we're going to check you out on nationalenquirer.com and, of course, the pages of the National Enquirer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Lisa Donahue, thank you. Thank you for coming in here all hot. Could have worn a little miniskirt. That would have been a little nicer. But
What the hell? Let's see something next time.
That's right. Don't be so covered up.
Next time. Invite me back in the summer.
Lisa Donahue won Big Brother 3, made $500,000.
And is giving it all away.
Yes.
At least $15,000 of it. And also, she was a waitress at Scores and says, "I have the worst taste in women." And she is in Ramp Magazine, available on newsstands now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. What's up, Gary?
No, I was gonna come and talk about the ratings.
Oh, yeah, Gary's got the Michael Jackson ratings. I got to figure, I'd say a 50 share. Like a Super Bowl kind of rating, like a 36 or something.
You know what? I was thinking they should have a Michael Jackson interview every year, just like the Super Bowl.
Right. It was better than the Super Bowl.
And then you could have parties and just plan on it.
I think that people aren't as fascinated with Michael Jackson as we are.
Really?
You're kidding.
Okay, for starters, it did not beat Friends.
What?
No.
It was close. Friends did a 16-7. 2020 did a 15-6.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then at 8:30, Michael Jackson does a 19-1. Friends repeat does a 15-5.
Wow.
And then throughout the night, it beats, like it wins at 9 o'clock. It does a 19-8, but CSI still does a 16.5.
Wow.
Again, in 9:30, it does a 20.3, but CSI does a 17.5.
How's that possible?
And then even against ER, it doesn't crush it. It does a 19.6. ER does a 15.6.
Well, that's Primetime Live. That wasn't even the interview.
Right. But, I mean, ABC won the night, 18-2 to NBC's 14-3, but Friends beat it. And it wasn't like its highest number was a 20.
What, did they have Ross sleep with a boy last night?
They better bring Friends back for another year if it's that strong.
It is strong. Wow. Well, but there were a lot of people watch Michael Jackson.
Yeah. It was not a bad deal for them.
But was it worth the $5 million?
Yes, come on.
Definitely. They have nothing going on without that.
They never get a rating otherwise. Although they do have Jimmy now, so.
Well, he's holding them up. He's propping up
He's
the
doing
network.
good, that's all.
Do you know what his ratings are?
No.
Okay.
Lloyd Braun told me he'd be Conan. That's never a good.
Oh.
That's never a good. It's like, be Conan, whoa.
But how did it do against the George Foreman grill commercial?
I'm sure. I think he did very well, actually.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I see that Joe Rogan is due some congratulations. They say he may be the guy to take over the Man Show for Comedy Central, since Jimmy is now doing that late-night show for ABC.
Look at what's going on. Joe Rogan, big star.
He's going to have Fear Factor and the Man Show on Comedy Central.
Got his own cable show. Boy, there's no stopping him.
He's on a roll. We've all been talking about the Michael Jackson interview on 2020 last night. Debbie Rowe, the first woman to give kids to Michael Jackson. She's the mother of 2 of those children. She has fired off complaints as well. Michael Jackson has filed complaints with 2 British TV watchdogs over the controversial documentaries produced and aired in the United Kingdom and then aired on 2020 last night. Jackson says he feels betrayed by the documentaries and considers it an invasion of privacy. The program raised new questions about charges made back in 1993 involving Jackson's alleged sexual involvement with a child. Jackson's ex-wife, Debbie Rowe, interviewed for this evening's Entertainment Tonight, says she also found the program distasteful. See, too.
There could be no other. He's not portrayed as he really is, and it really pisses me off.
You know, how much was she paid, I wonder, to have these kids? I mean, she doesn't have any curiosity to go see her kids?
I understand she lives in a mansion.
Wow. Now, enjoy your weekend, Robin, and everyone. And we'll see you on Monday.